Welcome to Mr. and Mrs. Delicious, and today we have for you a quick assembly guide for the Juice Fountain Plus from Breville. So just stick with me here. Here we have the Breville Juice Fountain Cold Centrifugal Juicer in the silver from Best Buy, $269.99. Let's see if it's worth the cash. We're going to take a look at some safety features of the item, components, assembly, functions, care and cleaning, troubleshooting, tips on juicing, fruit and vegetable facts, and more. This product also comes with a 1-year warranty from Breville. Here we have the base with the heavy-duty 850 watt motor. Underneath it has a cord storage and handy suction cups on the bottom. This is a great safety feature that keeps the item from moving while in use. Now we have the interlocking safety arm, which stops the juicer from operating without the cover being locked into place. Take note of the groove in the front of the motor base. This is where the spout of the filter bowl surround is supposed to go. Make sure to take note of these arrows here, as you're going to want to align the arrows on the base of the stainless steel filter basket with the arrows on the motor drive coupling and push down until it clicks into place. Now we have the juicer cover, which by the way is not dishwasher safe. Place the juicer cover over the filter bowl surround, positioning the feed chute over the stainless steel filter basket and lower into position. Look for the groove on the side of the filter bowl surround. This is where the opening of the chute is going to go, opposite to the spout. Take the pulp container and position it underneath the juicer cover. To minimize cleaning, line the pulp container with a produce bag to collect the pulp. This can be used in other dishes or as compost in your garden. Now slide the food pusher down the food chute by aligning the groove in the food pusher with the small protrusion on the inside of the top of the feed tube. This item also comes with a 1-liter jug. This jug has a built-in froth separator to keep all the foam and nasty little bits out of your juice. It's equipped with a hole in the side for the spout of the filter bowl surround. At this point, you're going to want to raise the locking arm up and locate the 2 grooves on either side of the juicer cover. The safety locking arm should now be vertical in position and locked into place at the top of the juicer. Now let's put this thing to the test. Flip the 2-speed juicer either up for low speed or down for high speed, depending on the type of fruit or vegetable being juiced. Now let's see what we can yield from some popular juicing items. Use the speed selector table as a guide for juicing different fruits and vegetables. This can be found on page 11 of the manual. Let's see what the yield is for a bunch of carrots on high speed. If you haven't tried carrot juice, you don't know what you're missing. Just saying. So what we're using today is called the centrifugal force juicer, which is also known as the fast juicer. It's one of the most popular juicers on the market. This machine is typically used in households because it provides the user with juice instantly, and they're cheaper to buy. Cheaper anyway than a masticating juicer. I'm not really a fan of masticating juicers anyway. They're slow, and I'm just not about that. Get up and go. Get juiced. Quickly. Right off the hop, the first thing I notice is that this thing is a lot louder than my Jack LaLanne power juicer. I can hold a conversation with somebody while I'm juicing with the Jack LaLanne power juicer. This one is super noisy, but if that's really an issue to you, then you could have always went with a masticating juicer. They are much quieter. So for about 5 carats, we yielded approximately 300 milliliters. That ain't bad. You might get more bang for your buck with a more expensive juicer, but I'm pretty content with this. And I'm probably still gonna drink that frothy stuff too, to be honest. It's just a waste not to. Just to forewarn you, you're about to get into a pretty expensive habit. Juicing is not cheap. Now let's see how this thing does with a stalk of celery. Centrifugal juicers work by using a flat cutting blade on the bottom of a rapidly spinning strainer. The cut produce is forced against the juicing strainer through the use of centrifugal force. This force separates the juice from the pulp through tiny holes in the juicing strainer. If the motor ever stalls while you're juicing, this could mean that wet pulp has built up under the juice cover. If the juicing action is too vigorous, try slower juicing action by pushing the food pusher down slower. Follow disassembling and cleaning instructions and clean the filter bowl surround, the stainless steel filter basket, and the juicer cover. Hard fruit and vegetables will put excess strain on the motor if a low speed is selected. Please refer to the juicing guide to determine the correct speed for the fruit and vegetables selected for juicing. Celery juice is an absolute miracle drink. If you haven't heard of the medical medium, look him up. See what he has to say about celery juice. This is the most healing drink that you can consume. I advise right in the morning, everybody consume a glass of celery juice to start your day. It's going to make a difference in your life in the long run. Check out our video on celery juice. This was before we even had a juicer. We were just blending it and drinking it, and I have to say, the juice is way better, way more potent. There's so many good things about celery juice. The best time to drink celery juice is in the morning on an empty stomach before you consume anything else other than water or lemon. Wait at least 15 to 30 minutes after the lemon before having your celery juice. Celery juice is medicinal, not caloric. So you'll still need breakfast after to power you through the morning. Juicing isn't meant to be as a single source of nutrition. You're just adding nutrients to your day when you juice. It's not really meant to replace meals, but if you're doing a cleanse or you're just looking to get some extra vitamins and minerals, this is the way to go. This is a lemon that I've peeled. Do not put the peels in with the fruit. Make sure you get all the seeds out. Lemons, oranges, anything like that. The peel isn't going to taste that great. It's going to be pretty bitter, might ruin your drink, and it's probably going to clog your juicer. So make sure that you peel all the fruit that you put into it. If you're looking for a great detox drink, right now I'm using cucumber, lemon, 2 beets, and a 2-inch chunk of ginger for a great detox smoothie full of minerals, vitamins, antioxidants to help your body detox and add some much needed nutrients. For easy cleaning, I can't stress this enough, clean as you go and avoid dried on juice or pulp residue. Immediately after each use, rinse removable parts in hot water to remove wet pulp, and then allow the parts to air dry. I made the mistake of leaving this for a few hours, and it was really tough to get out. It comes with a little cleaning brush. I wouldn't use anything else but that on it. We're gonna do another episode in the future about how to properly clean your Breville juicer. Let's check out the pulp. Wow, okay, so it's not bad. I might even run this through again because it still looks like it has quite a bit of moisture. It's pretty wet still. You might be able to yield something else from the pulp. There could definitely be some improvement here. I feel like there's a little bit of waste. What to do with leftover juice pulp? Make pulpsicles. The name is equally as clever as the method. Use in veggie burgers or fritters. Add a hearty helping of pulp to your next homemade patty or fritter. Add it to granola bars or energy balls. Mix it into baked goods. Make a vegetable broth. Make dog treats. Make compost. The list goes on. You can do so many things with the pulp, so look into that. Do a quick Google search and try and get the most out of your fruits and vegetables. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next time with another review.